Hello, I am Martin and I will present the add-on I've created with Kate White. The add-on name is INS Grass, it is partly based on geometry nodes, and it works with Blender 3.3 long-term support version. In short, INS Grass is a scattering tool with some innovative ideas. So let's jump into it. What I have here is one of the add-on presets, and that's the one, medium green dry various. And actually nothing special is going on here. There are some dry elements, some green, there are smaller and bigger ones, so you could use some vertex color paint and mix them with it. But if I will zoom in, it would be, I think, a lot of painting. And if I turn off some add-on features, you will see that I'm scattering a single type of grass. Let's see what is going on here. Presets with various in name are special ones, because in color section, break dryness size dependency slider has non-zero value, and if I will set it to default 0, small instances became dry and they are getting more green as their size increase. And I can control how much green or dry I want. I can control contrast, and if I will set green dry factor to 1, I will achieve inverse behavior, so the bigger instances are now dry. And I will add a bit of dryness to get more washed out look. There are also other color settings here, but if this isn't enough, below are color ramps for some effects. For example, I will change this dry color to more orange. And after some tweaking, I got this. Let's get back to previous scene, and I will use slenderness slider to make this grass taller. It may look like increasing the scale, but then the blades should be thicker and it wouldn't look so fluffy. Now it is visible that by using slenderness option, I've changed the shape of instances. There's shape uniformization available for some instances. There is also possibility to bend the shape and control this bending behavior. Good example of use shape modification option of INS Grass is this Autumn Aura setup. And that's the one of combined presets, which will add several correlated plants types at once. Let's see this shape up close. Now I will simplify this a bit. And I will start to turn off some add-on features. And these two plants are made out of one type of plant. And this yellow thing is a clover. To sum up, I've started with this preset and then I've changed it into these setups using only some of INS Grass options, and I've used only this single plant instances collection for it. But if I show some close-ups, the grass looks quite dense and some may start to wonder how or even if it is optimized. INS Grass comes with few methods for optimization. I will start with LOD System. To visualize it, I will set viewport shading color to material, so the warmer the color, the more detailed model it represents. LOD System is based on instances screen size, so if I zoom in, elements are getting bigger on screen and they become more detailed. LOD System is designed in a way that allows to use as many LODs as you need. You can also set them separately for viewport and render. Below are sliders to control their visibility. Now I will add primitives collection to LOD0 slot. They shows how use count changes amount of specific instance type. This is a good place to talk about add-ons models. INS Grass comes with 720 models grouped in 9 types with 4 LODs for each type. There are clover elements, mode grass, small, medium and tall grass, and clamps for small, medium and tall. Assets library will be expanded in future updates, but INS Grass can be used with elements from outside the add-on. I will do this now. I've appended this Festusam array LODs collections. The plant looks like this. LOD system needs a proper naming order to know which elements should be switched. For example, Quixel Assets default naming will not work. INS Grass will only work with one material, so if there are more than one, first material from the list will be used. First material has textures for all other materials. and everything is UV unwrapped on one UV map. Most professional assets has only one material made this way, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I will add these plants to INS grass. Hello, this works. Shape works. Let's see render preview. We have material on this plant, but color options takes no effect on it. To fix this, I will jump into shader editor. First thing, your color texture needs to be connected to UV map node. And G402 medium is the modifier I work on, and I will add a group with proper name and color phrase in front. And I do this for every material per LOD. And now color setting changes affects our plants. Speaking further about optimization, I will start from the beginning. I will choose a preset, select Emitter, and press Add Grass. As you can see, instances are distributed inside active camera visibility cone. Viewport display is set to 1% of its density, and draw distance is set to 75 meters. If I disable camera culling, instances will be distributed inside circle, which will follow camera. If there will be no active camera while adding grass, you will get such circle in the middle of the scene. You can also totally disable clamping if you want. When I've added grass, INS Grass has created collection in outliner. Things in correction has gray color, what means that all data from the add-on is linked with your file. So INS Grass elements will not increase its size. Here you can also check which scene elements are assigned to specific grass type. When I add emitters, they shows up in outliner. Occlusion Objects also has its own collection. Outliner is very helpful when it comes to managing pattern controllers. Now let's take a closer look at camera settings in INS Grass. As you can see, grass doesn't appear in areas not visible to camera, what is behind occlusion objects and behind hills. You can completely disable this function or use slider to control wrapping. Camera options allows to set draw distance, control border blur, and blur contrast. There is also a function called delete smaller, which is based on instance screen size and allows to read off small elements which will be covered by bigger ones. Camera is fully automatic and it will follow changes in resolution, focal length, shifting, and sensor size. Instances distribution changes dependent on which camera is set as active. What allows to make animations with camera markers. It was the first part of 2 parts video. I hope that the presentation was interesting. The add-on is available on Gumroad, the link is in video description. Thank you for watching and goodbye.